Here's an example of a company that visited a website. We can see the name of the company and we can see what they looked at page by page. And we want to find out who it could have been from this business that came to the website so that we could reach out to them. So first of all, we look at the company itself and we can see there's a match between who they are and what we offer as a service. And then we go off to LinkedIn and we look up the company name and we can see they've got a certain number of employees there. If we click through to those, now we've got 37 results here, so it's not a big company and there's not too many to look through. So if you had a free version of LinkedIn, it wouldn't take too long to be looking through these individual pages to try and find the type of person that you might want to reach out to. There are other filters in LinkedIn that you can use on the free version. For example, you could say locations and you could just say United Kingdom and break that down to 29 results. And you could look at all filters, but they don't go into a lot of depth. You can't see a lot within here in the free version of LinkedIn, unfortunately. So it won't, for example, allow you to put in part of someone's job title or their seniority. So it's quite limited. So what I'm going to do is look at another example here for you. Here we can see the name of the company that visited, and we can see the date, and we can see various pages that they looked at on the website. So that indicates that there's an interest from someone in that business in what's being offered here. So we go off to LinkedIn and we can see the company there, and we can immediately see they've got 661 employees. Now if we click on that, if we were on the free version of LinkedIn, it would take us a long time to sift through all these pages to try and find the right people. But we know this particular person is from a certain location, so we can break that down a bit further. And we can go to United Kingdom. It's broken down, not very much at all. So we can also go off to Sales Navigator. And we're interested in people who deal in health and safety because they're the types of people who would use the service being offered in this case. So Sales Navigator does have a cost to it. It's very much worth it if you're going to be looking through lots of data. When you think about it realistically, if someone's going to spend hours sifting through pages of employees on LinkedIn, that doesn't make any sense when Sales Navigator is not expensive. I think it's roughly £60 to £70 a month to have a subscription to it. And you can go into quite a bit of detail. So we've got the company name here, we've got a geography, and what we can do is we can actually look at more filters. And we can look at seniority, we can look at their job title, their function. We can go into a lot of detail within Sales Navigator that will help to drill this list down to a smaller number of people to consider. So I'm going to current job title. I'm going to type in safety. And I'm just going to hit enter. I could select one of these job titles, but I'm just going to go for overall. What it's done is filter it down to 6 people who deal with health and safety at this company. Now, we still don't know which of these people, if any of them, were the ones that came to the website. All we know is that they work in an area that relates to the service being sold by the company. And so we could pick on one of these and reach out to them. We could pick more than one and reach out to them. But what we want to do ideally is get some email addresses. So let's say, for example, we're interested in this person or this person here. Now I'm going to their actual website here, and I'm going to use a plugin I've got. This one's called Hunter. And what it does is try to identify the email addresses for people within a website that you're looking at any time. There's various types of these software out there. Hunter, for example, gives you 25 free listings a month, and there's others. You can obviously pay for them as well. Depends how much you would use this and if you're going to email people. So I'm going to use it on this particular website and run it here. And what you can see here is giving me some results. What it's doing is it's basically saying that they've identified these named people with their email addresses in various different sources here. So these emails have existed according to the software. Now the people I'm interested in might not be any of these people listed here, but it doesn't really matter because the software has picked up that the email pattern is typically first name dot last name at the company domain. So I could feel pretty confident that I could go back to LinkedIn and I could send an email to dave.atkinson at that company name, and it will probably get through to him. So that type of software is quite useful when combined with LinkedIn. Now, of course, at this stage, we really don't know which of these people, if any, did go to the website. And so we are still guessing at it, but we do at least have a starting point to work with in terms of reaching out to that company that visited the website.